G'day guys, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video. We're not necessarily doing a reset as such, but it's more just organising our week because, as you know, I'm working full-time at the moment, so it's a bit tricky to try and get all of us organised and things like that. So I'm currently at Woolworths. I did direct to boot. I ordered our groceries last night online and just currently waiting to pick them up. I have my little helper in the back with me. Obviously Elliot can't pick her up still, so I can't leave her at home. But yeah, we're just waiting for our groceries. It said it would be in a couple of minutes, so yeah. Whoop, hang on. Alrighty, we are set, ready to go. I think it was about, I'm going to say about $160 worth of groceries this week. So it's not too bad. I have forgotten a few things though, of course, so may need to go back at some point. But anyway, let's get home, let's get cooking. So this is our grocery for the week. Obviously we do need to get a few more things, but it came to $165.75. At the moment, things are really hectic here in Australia. I think all over the world actually, with the cost of groceries and things like that. So it's pretty hectic. It wasn't really a lot for the price. But anyway, we're just getting started here, cutting up some veggies. I like to roast these and I like to make Aubrey some pasta sauces and things like that. She seems to love them. I'm also making some pesto. I was intending to make this for Aubrey, however, I didn't really think it through and put way too much onion and garlic in it, so it was too much for her. But I just freeze these and then when needed, I can just defrost them and put them in a meal. It makes it so much easier. Currently now I am squeezing some lemons just to make little lemon ice cubes. I love putting these in my water at the moment, just makes it nice and refreshing, which is really cool. I then moved on to making some eggs for Aubrey. I call these little eggy cups. She seems to love them. It's basically like a mini quiche, I guess, depending what you put in them and that kind of thing. But she loves them. They're really great to freeze. I just normally put some tomato or ham or cheese or that kind of thing in them. She seems to love them. Put way too much cheese in today, which was, my bad. But anyway, just put them into these silicone molds, put them in the oven. Doesn't take long at all, and they're super easy to freeze, which is great. I do find it so much easier having things like this prepared that, if we need or if we're in a hurry, we can quickly grab them out of the freezer the night before or even the morning of and just have them in her lunchbox ready to go. Just kind of eases that pressure of having to make everything on the day for her. I just love being a little bit more organized. Here I'm making something that I actually have for breakfast. So I just use some tomatoes and onions. Sometimes I put a little bit of garlic in, just cook it up in the pot, and then I use that for my eggs in the morning. We now are making some scrolls. We have not made this in ages, and I've seen lots of videos lately, people making scrolls as little snacks. So I thought, what a great idea. This one's a bit of a pizza, ham and cheese pizza scroll. So we just load it up with tomato paste, a bit of cheese, some ham, cut them up, and then just egg wash them. Cook them in the oven for a little bit, and they're great. They're a great little snack. Not necessarily the healthiest of snacks, but that's okay. They're really great, nice and easy. I do find though that these don't really freeze as well, so if I was to make them again, I probably wouldn't make as many, only for the fact that we aren't going to eat that much in such a short amount of time. But nonetheless, they are a great little snack. After about 20 minutes or so, her eggy cups are done, or little mini quiches. These are great to freeze. I just put them in bags. Now back to my tomato and onion little combo. This is really easy. You just put it in the blender. Then again, you can freeze them so that when you need them, it's super, super easy and convenient. putting her roast veggies into the blender as well. I did make the mistake again. I do this every time where I don't cool them for very long, and then I blend them and it nearly explodes. So I do need to be careful doing that. I have been finding as well that grating some carrot, whether to put in her meals or in some salads, has been really, really handy. Just makes it easier that things are prepared and ready to go. I do then cut up some carrots as well as celery, putting them in jars with a bit of water so that they store in the fridge and I can just grab them out either the night before or the morning of and ready for school. So I then moved on to making some spaghetti bolognese for Aubrey, just cooking up some mince, add a little bit of carrots, a bit of hidden veg, tomato as well, and then I just put all those veggies before into a blender, blend them up, and then she has her spaghetti bolognese ready, which is really handy. And I also like that I then know that what she's having is healthy. She does have veggies in there. She doesn't mind them. I probably wouldn't put as much capsicum and things like that in it again. I think they were probably a bit too strong for her. But then I again just put these into little ice cube trays. I do like these ones because they're a great portion size for her. She generally will have one of these, whether it's a lunch or a dinner. Generally more a dinner meal than anything, but they're really great to freeze. And once, I think I leave them for about 24 hours or so, and then I will put them into a container rather than just keeping them in the freezer. I think it's just a bit more hygienic and they don't get freezer burn and that kind of thing. We do try and make Aubrey fresh food or dinners that we are having, just because we find it encourages her to eat better when we eat the same thing as her. However, there are times where either we're out or something and we need dinner prepared or we don't have time, so these are really handy. We then move on to preparing some of our fruit. I do prefer cutting these up to be able to clean them and things. It just makes it a lot easier. Also, if they're prepared, it just saves a little bit of time when we need them, which I know sounds a bit silly, but it's definitely helpful. Bit of leftover sauce going into some containers. These again get frozen, put into a container ready for her. Makes it a lot easier when we need it. I did this for Aubrey's purees when she was first starting solids, and it was a lifesaver. Here is a little snippet of most of the things that we made today. There's mainly only like snacks or things for Aubrey, and just like things to make it a bit more convenient rather than a meal prep as such. I did end up planting some of the leftover herbs because I want to try and grow our own, make it a little bit cheaper for us. Obviously buying fresh herbs and things every week can be quite expensive. I mean, it's not a huge expense, but it does add up over time. So yeah, Aubrey then had some spaghetti bolognese I'd made for lunch, and yeah, thanks for watching.